you're watching this video, you either know somebody who's in our program, a reseller, right, a licensee of our technology, or you've been recruited either through advertisement or somebody had reached out to you on LinkedIn. Either way, welcome. Our company is called Demand Insight, and the people that brought you here to watch this video, they're contracted relationships of ours, right? So our company from the beginning has always sold our technology through our, for better or worse, we call them resellers, right? Independent sales organizations. And now they're offering you this opportunity because of all of the uncertainty in the world, okay? So you're here. I want you to sit back, and I want you to just hear the opportunity. No one's going to charge you anything. No one's going to sell you anything. It's really just about leveraging what's possible today. Regardless of what the world is doing outside your doors or what's going on inside your world, not every company today is struggling. As a matter of fact, there are a lot of companies that are actually booming because of the scenario and the situation. And there are a lot of financial opportunities for the companies that are there at the end of this when the economy comes back, and it will come back, okay? So what we're going to talk about is this. Ask yourself this question. If you were a company and you sold blue widgets and everybody on this screen represents a potential sale, this is your marketplace, okay? These people are potential buyers, right? So if you were selling a hairbrush, they wouldn't be bald, okay? These are people that your product was built for to solve their problem. Imagine today you knew exactly which one of these prospects were ready to buy right now. How would you know that? Because 99% of all products, services, whether it's sold to a consumer or sold to a business, starts online, okay? You do keyword research. You navigate specific URLs at websites. You consume content, okay? So here's what you're going to be offering. You're going to be offering to every company in the United States, and you will not have to choose who. We're going to show you how, very simply, okay? There's no conversation required. You're going to have the ability to offer to every one of these companies the exact name of the prospects that are actively pursuing a purchase of what they sell. So every company right now is hurting. Every company has limited resources in terms of investment dollars to acquire new business, right? They have staff. In many cases, they've cut back on staff. So they have limited resources in time and money to be able to produce a sale. Yet they need that sale to survive, right? Profits is the equivalent of oxygen to a human being. We sell business oxygen. We identify sales leads. We identify them by name so that they can close them. Now, if you're a company and you're struggling financially, the idea of having to go out and market to everybody in your marketplace is laborious and expensive. This is not. So imagine if every day you owned a company, right, and you sold blue widgets, and you knew exactly who was researching on Google to buy what it is you sell. No advertisement needed, right? You know exactly who they are by name. And tomorrow I'm going to give you a new list and a new list, and eventually every minute of your day is consumed with only talking to prospects that are interested. Now, under normal times, this is a hell of an opportunity for a company. But because of this pandemic, this is life-saving, okay? You're selling oxygen to a drowning person, right? You're saving them. They're not spending, let's say, $1,000 trying to find a client. They're spending a lot less because they're not wasting any time or any resource of any kind. So, how do we do that? As I said, every prospect starts a purchase, whether it's B2B or B2C, online, right? We break that buyer's journey up into two parts, in-market and site visitor, right? So when you're searching for something, let's say you're buying a house or you're looking for a mortgage or you're looking for an attorney or you're looking for a doctor, okay? Or if you're looking to buy something on the commercial side, let's say a business trying to buy IT services from another business, right? They research their problem first, right? Then they define the problem. Now imagine if you're a company, you know that people are in the buyer's journey, but it's anonymous to you. But now because of our technology and our ability to provide that lead, we're able to let them know who by name. So as they navigate and they educate and they research, they do keyword research, they're consuming content, and now they start to get to the point to research, how do I solve this problem, not who, right? We're able to identify them. Number one, the biggest advantage is they're going to know before their competitors. Number two, they're not going to have to advertise to a marketplace of 1 million people when only 3%, 30,000, are actually active right now. And if any of the other 97% that are not interested right now but are still part of that marketplace ever dips a toe into the buyer's journey at any level, we know. And once they get to the client's website, right, we're able to know that they're on the website. So we're tracking 150 million people across billions of URLs by name and looking at their behavior so we can see their purchase intent, right? And this purchase behavior is indicative of previous buyer behavior. So we know that somebody is in market, and we know when someone's on a website, making the opportunity to a company, like I said, under normal circumstances, incredibly powerful. But in today's world, even more powerful. Okay? So what we're talking about is identity resolution. Right? We're tracking and we recognize the behavior and we recognize who it is. And we're putting those two pieces of information and we sell that insight to companies. So for example, here's a company, a rather large company. They do over $100 million in sales, and don't be intimidated by that. Remember what I said. And I want you to think, every company, we're talking about very large companies. They're very much interested in this, so don't panic. This particular company, right, to go back, has over $100 million in-market revenue opportunity and $10 million in site visitor revenue opportunity. These are prospects that are closable, okay? So rather than waste time and money, resources, right, they focus, and again, especially in today's uncertain times, where they can have the greatest probability of a sale and generate profits. So imagine you were dying for air, and I showed you a place where you have a high probability. Wouldn't you take that direction if I showed you where to go? So what companies come to us for is to identify in their vast marketplace those prospects by name that are actively looking to buy what it is they sell. And all you're going to have to do using our techniques, our tactics, is reach out to them via email, or if you already have a pre-existing relationship, call them, okay? Reach out to them on LinkedIn if you don't have a relationship with them, and schedule an appointment. And now you're not going to have to invest $1. You're not going to have to figure any of this out. All you have to do is follow our instructions, okay? So we're really excited for you to come on board and get trained, okay? Because this technology is exclusive. There isn't a lot of competition for what we do. As a matter of fact, there's only one company that competes with us, and they sell at the upper limits, right, what's called enterprise level of companies, okay? So these prospects that we're targeting have nobody offering this technology to. So not only do we have something that people want in a very high interest way, right, business oxygen, sales leads, but we're the only ones that can sell it to them. We have a world-class exclusivity, what's called in business an only factor, okay? So if you're interested, if you're serious, reach back out to the person who brought you here and we'll walk you through this. Okay? Because every day we're bringing in billions of pieces of behavior, we're resolving that identity, and we're using our identity graph to generate leads in every type of product and service you can imagine. Okay? Now, there are certain products and services that right now are not selling. We're not going to waste a minute of time on them. We're going to show you exactly who to contact. We're going to show you what to do on how to contact them. We're going to walk you through it step by step. It's not difficult. Okay? I have a 24-year-old daughter that I have doing this, and she's generating appointments. Okay? But you have to understand it from our perspective. Why do we want and need you? Okay? It's obvious. The economics. There is more than enough money in it for us to sell this lead to a company to compensate you incredibly well. Okay? That's the beauty of technology. There's a large profit margin in it for us, even after paying you a substantial amount of the revenue. Okay? So what we'd like you to do is reach back out to the person who introduced you to this video and get going. One side note, and I think this is important that you hear this. As the owner of this company, okay, we instruct our resellers under a definition for the word client. Under the word client, the definition we use is under the protection of. Okay? So our clients, the companies, need us. We're not selling them something they don't need. That's not how sales works. Okay? We're selling them something that they need in a high interest way. Right? Something they want very desperately. And every one of these companies that you're going to be reaching out to have employees that are hanging on by a thread. Okay? We're not taking advantage of anybody. We're selling lifeboats is the best way to describe it. There's more than enough business for us. We're actually booming. And as a company, we said to ourselves, how can we recruit some people who might be out of work, who might need some opportunity, okay? So if you've got sales skills, we can put you to use. If you've got a book of business, we can put you to use. If you're just sitting around unemployed, but you got a great brain in your head and you're a hardworking person and you want to help yourself, we can put you to work. Now, I'm sorry it can't be on a salary, but it's going to be full commission. All right? Our close ratio is very high. The time it takes from the time you generate a lead to closing the sale is usually under 2 to 4 weeks. And with today's world, it's been accelerated even faster. You're more than happy to get on those sales calls. Not allowed to talk, but you could definitely be on that call so you can hear how we're progressing. Okay? We take this incredibly serious. We're going to need you to be professional. We're going to need you to be honest as hell. Okay? And we're going to need you to grow our company. Okay? If this is something you want to pursue, reach out. It's a tremendous opportunity for you, and there are tons of companies out there that we just can't get to, and we'd like to. So we need your help. They need your help, and you can help yourself at the same time. All right? I wish you all the best of luck. See you soon.